Time for a road trip.
Yeah.
So today I filmed a packing video, packing all of our junk back there.
Yep.
I did not vlog getting the dry ice, but I did do that. So this cooler. That cooler there has the dry ice in it now. That was really hard for me to say.
It makes me feel better when you have trouble with word finding.
I was stuck. I don't know what I did wrong, but are you ready to go? Do we need to go home for anything?
I don't think so. I don't know of anything.
We've got a quarter of a tank of fuel, but tonight we're heading toward Savannah, Georgia. All kinds of things are happening. I'm out of focus. Camera battery's dying.
Can I drive first then? And you can fiddle with the camera battery?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We're gonna trade places.
We're gonna do a Chinese fire drill.
Then we're gonna hit the road.
Yeah!
Yay!
Woo-hoo!
So the first leg of our journey is taking us right toward the Atlantic Ocean. We're driving on the 528, which is the Beachline Expressway, and takes us right toward Port Canaveral, which is just over this way. How's that make you feel? Because we're not going to be getting on the ship.
Yeah, I wish we were going to get on the ship. We're not this time. Maybe sometime when we drive this way, we'll be able to get on a boat.
Until then, we're just going to listen to Disney radio and pretend that we're driving to get on the ship. But, you know, before we get to the port, we're going to turn left and head north toward Jacksonville. But our final destination tonight, I think, is going to be Savannah. It's supposed to be about a 4-hour drive for us tonight. It is now 6:22. We don't want to drive all night long, and we have a hotel room that we're going to stay in tonight, which is nice.
I got my pajamas on.
You had your pajamas on all day. They saw what I did today. I packed all of the stuff today. Loaded the car today.
Yeah, we're packing in hillbilly briefcases these days.
Hillbilly
suitcases. It's not.
Yes, these are the plastic tubs back there. If you saw the packing video, you know we don't pack in suitcases for road trips. We pack in like plastic tubs, which she calls a hillbilly suitcase. Because a hillbilly briefcase is like a Walmart bag, so this is a hillbilly suitcase. What you didn't see in my packing video, and I didn't tell her this, I reorganized my closet today, so that was really nice. I wasted so much time today, and I don't know what I was doing. Whatever. I got everything I needed to do done, and I got some other stuff done too, so that's cool. But we're about to get on I-95, so I'll pick you guys up in a bit if we see something interesting. All right, quick stop.
Yay, I got to stop.
We're at another gas station because we had 2 great big sodas and we needed to get rid of them.
My kidneys are working.
Yeah, fully functioning. All the pipes are working. We got a little bit more fuel. We got put 6 gallons in. Not a big deal. We're in Jacksonville. So we've got, what, a couple hours left on the drive. We drove right by a gigantic Buc-ee's earlier today, and
looked like a Walmart.
It was so big and it was so shiny, and we just kept driving. We didn't stop. I know a lot of people are probably gonna freak out because we didn't go to Buc-ee's and we had the opportunity.
Maybe sometime, but I was afraid it would put us an hour off.
Yeah. It's not that I don't want to go, and it's not that I don't get the hype. I know it excites a lot of people. It just wasn't in our itinerary for today.
Yeah.
One of these days, maybe we'll like road trip to Jacksonville and spend
or maybe we'll run across another Buc-ee's.
Well, okay, here's the thing. We were in Jacksonville. We were just talking about this. We were in Jacksonville 2 Christmases ago. Yeah. So, like December of 2019.
Early December 19.
And it was so much fun. We had such a good time.
It was an unexpected trip for work.
It was unplanned. And she was not happy about it.
I was pretty aggravated about it, actually.
She was angry. Yeah. But we had such a good time. Yeah. So I want to come back. I want to do that trip again. I want to make that trip again. Probably not this Christmas.
No.
Jacksonville Christmas time just isn't really exciting, but we had a really good time in Jacksonville, so I would like to come back to Jacksonville, and maybe on that trip we'll stop at Buc-ee's. I don't know. Anyway,
I love a road trip.
I felt like it was important to tell you that we saw a Buc-ee's today, but we didn't go in. Mom, why do you like a road trip so much? You have said that over and over again. Why do you love road trips so much?
I like seeing the country, and when I was a kid, that's how you went places, is you had to road trip to get there, and they stuffed everybody in the car, including our cat. Everybody thought our cat was a dog, the way the cat acted, and he would stretch out on the seat longer and longer and longer. But the longer you drove, the longer he became. And I don't know, just a great way to meet people, see the country, travel.
Now by
Maybe
train?
It's nostalgia. No, we didn't take the train.
See, I like traveling by train. I think that's a lot of fun. I've met some really interesting people
I
on
always wanted
trains.
to jump on a train. I've ridden a train, but I mean run alongside and grab hold. But I'm always afraid that the train is moving faster than I think it is, and it'll just yank my arm off.
You have a really strange bucket list. We're gonna get back on the road. Probably pick you guys up when we get into Savannah. It is 10:10 p.m. I just did the mobile check-in on my phone for the Hampton Inn that we're staying in. We just pulled up and there is a cat, and it's got to be a stray cat, that is sitting in front of the door, the entrance to the Hampton Inn that we're staying in. And so Mom is pulling out something to feed the cat because we feel so bad for this cat, and it's so cute. It's really sad. I want to take the cat home, but we don't have a litter box for the car, so that it wouldn't be fair to this cat. Anyway, I want to see if we can take something to this young cat. It's not a kitten, but it doesn't look like it's very old. Anyway. Come here. Oh, you're talking. Hi.
Come here.
Sweet kitty. We're getting our stuff ready to go inside. And this guy's really friendly, just kind of wild. We're in our room. We've talked to Emma on the phone. She is cat sitting this week. And
For some friends.
Well, for us and for some friends. So she's got our 2 dogs and our cat, and then the cat of our friends. And so she's there, but she's not alone. She's got lots and lots of company.
And lots and lots of things to do.
Yep. And the cat that's here outside this hotel, we're not taking him home.
No, we have enough cats.
We have enough cats, and we don't need one this wild. This one is nice.
He's friendly, but he's a wild thing.
He's a wild thing.
We petted him, and then he immediately ran over and ran up one of the palm trees.
Yeah.
And then he backed down the palm tree and went and caught a bug or
a lizard or a mouse or something. I don't know. Yeah. So we're in our comfy hotel bed that does not have any cat hair in it, which is one of my favorite things about staying in a hotel room. There's no cat hair here other than the cat hair we brought here with us.
Yeah, so when we leave today, 50% of the cat hair we brought with us will be in this room. And then tomorrow night, we'll leave half of what's left. So we will exponentially, asymptotically lose more cat hair every day.
Is that the half-life?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Probably.
Anyway.
Half of this and half of that. Yeah, that's probably half-life.
Anyway. We're gonna go to sleep because it's late. It's after 10:30. It is way past our bedtime. So we'll pick you guys up in the morning. We're gonna continue this vlog tomorrow. So today we're both wearing shirts that we made with different crickets. Actually, you didn't make yours.
No, but I got a shout out to my sister-in-law Kelly because on the back it's got a glittery Chiefs on it.
Chiefs,
woohoo!
And I made mine with Sherry's cricket, and on the back it says boo.
Boo!
Because I thought that was cute. But our first step this morning has to be coffee.
Yeah.
It's not even 8 o'clock yet. We did sleep in a little this morning.
I needed
But we
to.
were out late last night. We were up late last night. We weren't out late. We were up late.
Yeah.
But I guess we're out of the house, so we were out and up late last night. Anyway, we're gonna get coffee first thing and then start driving toward Kingsport, Tennessee, because we're gonna stay with a friend tonight.
Yay!
Yay! We're not in Georgia anymore. We left Savannah, and I didn't realize how close we were to the Georgia-South Carolina border until we passed a welcome center for Georgia, and it was huge and beautiful. We stopped and we got our coffee. Starbucks made our coffee right this morning, and I'm already feeling the buzz. How are you feeling, Mom?
Yeah, I'm energized.
Feeling good. So traffic's a little heavy this morning, and of course the sun is bright.
Some places it's heavy, and other places it's not bad at all.
It's like it's clumpy traffic.
Yeah.
And it's only 2 lanes, well, 4 lanes, but our road is 2 lanes, and so an extra lane would make a big difference, but whatever. We've been texting our friend Deanna, who is we're going to be staying with her tonight. So if you are part of the Leg Life community, you probably know who Deanna is, and if you don't, she is a very dear friend, and she has, you know, an Instagram account. She is a rare disease warrior, and so that's, you know, part of her identity, but she's really just a great person and really kind, and I'm really looking forward to spending some more time with her. She did come to visit us this spring, right before we moved, and it was perfect timing for her, perfect timing for us, and it was really, really great to get to see her.
She dealt with our crazy chaos very well.
Yeah, she did, because we were, you know, packing, and there were boxes everywhere, and
she was just
very calm, very zen.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of school, and she was so great, you know, to let me do that while she just got in the pool by herself. It was just really good to get to see her, so I'm excited to get to see her again and get to meet her husband, and I just think it's going to be a really fun night. We're trying to make it to Asheville for lunch. It's like a 4.5-hour drive from Savannah, and we've been on the road a little while this morning, but we're going to try to make it to Asheville. And I guess Asheville is known as Beer City, or it used to be known as Beer City. So there are a ton of breweries in Asheville, and if you know us, you know that we really like to drink craft beer, and I'm really excited to get to check out the beer scene. We're not going to have a bunch of beer. We'll probably stop at a place or maybe 2. We're also planning to stop at a Verizon store because somebody needs a new phone, and the new phone we want is back ordered till November, and I'm just not in the mood to wait until Thanksgiving to receive a phone that we pay for today. Some phones you can't
even get. They're unavailable right now. It's a COVID backlog or back order.
Well, I just think that nobody's producing enough, and so I guess they have them in store. I'm gonna call and see if they have anything available in store, but so that's our plan.
As we're hopping across the country, we're shopping across the country.
Yeah. Not for, you know, big stuff. We're not going to fill the car up with a whole bunch of junk.
We're window shopping.
Yeah, and we might buy a cell phone, but that's just because a cell phone is kind of a necessity.
Yeah,
and
unfortunately.
When you've got one that's on the fritz, and you start calling it fritz because it's on the fritz, and it's not working.
And that's the nicest thing you're calling it?
Kind of need a new one. Because it's one of those things that you need every day, and I wish it wasn't, but it is. Especially when, you know, you go to Disney World or you're on a Disney cruise, apparently you have to have a smartphone, which is really annoying, but whatever. Moving on. I'm not gonna
belabor that.
I'm not gonna complain about that right now. But, I mean, I would show you how pretty South Carolina is, but it's, where we're at, it's not very pretty. It's an interstate.
Cars going this way really fast, cars going that way really fast.
Lots of trees, so you can't see anything. I will say this. Georgia has a lot of billboards on the interstate, and I haven't seen one in South Carolina yet, which is nice. Anyway, I'll pick you guys up in a little bit. Hello from North Carolina.
New state.
We've actually, neither one of us have ever been to North Carolina before.
And this is beautiful. We're in this
really
valley,
pretty.
And it's just trees and mountains around us. This is gorgeous.
Let me show you through our dirty windshield what we're looking at. We've just been driving along, and all of a sudden, we're in the mountains. This is really pretty. There's like some satellite things up there, but there are houses on the hills behind the trees that you can't see anymore. But it's just so pretty through here, and what a beautiful day. And we've got the really nice sunroof, moonroof, whatever that is, open. So we've got all kinds of daylight. We've been on the phone with several different people so far today. I guess that's one of our road trip activities, is making phone calls.
Getting caught up on things that you need to get caught up on that you can't do when you're at work because you're
Or on an airplane. You can't do it when you're on an airplane, but you can do it when you're on a road trip.
And you can't do it after 5 because those businesses are closed.
Well, they open at 9:30 and they close at 3.
4:30.
And they're closed for an hour for lunch every day from 11 to 2. It just seems like the world is not a convenient place for people who work for a living. which is why she needs me to do all of those other things.
Because I can't get it done.
Yeah. Anyway, we're having a good time. We are coming into the Asheville area, and you can tell because this is the Biltmore Park Town Square. So it's like shopping over there, but we are
the museum.
The Biltmore estate is in this area. We are not going. We looked at doing a tour of the Biltmore estate, but
yikes.
It's really expensive and it's
pricey for me.
A lot of time. I would come up here and spend some time in this area, like 4 or 5 days, and make that an activity if we were gonna come back up to Asheville. But I would do that around Christmas time because I think they decorate at Christmas time and I bet it's really pretty. But that's just not something in our budget or in our timeline for this trip. So we're not doing that this time. But yeah, we're like 11 miles from Asheville, and this is the area where the Biltmore estate is, so.
And it is a beautiful area.
Oh, it's so pretty. We've seen some trees that are changing color, but it's not all of them yet. It's just a few here and there that are turning red, so it's really pretty.
Oh, there's the poison ivy. Tell that's red.
Yeah, poison ivy turns red. So anyway, I think our next stop is in about 15 minutes. We are gonna make our way to a local brewery here in Asheville. Asheville, I think I mentioned, is known as the city of beer, or Beer City, or it used to be until Grand Rapids, Michigan knocked it off the list, or off the top. Anyway, I did a quick Google search of the best breweries in Asheville.
It only came up with 30.
Well, yeah, there's like 25 here in Asheville, and the number one I think was called Burial, and I think that one sounds really cool, and so that's the one that I've GPSed us to. I think it's open, so we're gonna try that one. Earlier I mentioned that we were gonna do some shopping along the way for a cell phone that is not in stock. We found it, we purchased it online. It should be delivered Monday, so that's done, so we don't need to do that, but we do need fuel, and I want to change drivers. This one likes to drive,
and I've loved it. It's just been a great day of driving. We got caught in one bottleneck and lost 15-20 minutes. The road was narrowed down for construction, and it looked like 2 or 3 cars tried to squeeze in the space for maybe one car, and so they had rubbed on each other too tightly, and they had the fire rescue there and the ambulance there and the police were there and the road crew was there leaning on their shovels. But we made it through that, and now we are back on the road again.
But I have felt pretty useless this whole trip because I've done nothing.
No, you have done all of that other stuff that I would still be doing.
I've dialed the phone, I've made lists, I've played podcasts for her. I've introduced her to the Bobby Flay and Sophie Flay podcast.
I really like that. I really like that.
There's 25 episodes and we've only listened to 3 of them.
But that online shopping thing this morning, I would not have had the patience for that, and you were just tenacious about it, and you stuck with it, and you just kept going, and you finally found it. I would not have had and you checked so many different sites and companies and, you know, like different stores of towns that we're going through. So like, yeah, we can stop if we need to.
Yeah, I was checking for like online, can you ship it to me, or like can we pick it up in the store, and it just, you know, trying to figure out where we can get the cell phone, because the thing is, Mom needs a new phone, Emma needs a new phone. Mom is gonna give Emma her hand-me-down, so she's gonna get a new one. We were gonna get the 13 Pro Max for me. I was gonna give my 12 Pro Max to Mom. Mom was gonna give her 8 Plus to Emma.
Hand-me-down phone.
Yeah, hand-me-downs for everyone. And then like with the camera on the 12 Pro Max, I don't think we need the 13 Pro Max. I know it's better, but do I really need that? No. And so, and I also don't want to wait until Thanksgiving to get the new phone. So I was looking for like the 12 Pro Max, which apparently Apple doesn't sell anymore, and I don't understand. Whatever. So we found one on the Verizon website, so it's going to be shipped to the house. So she's just going to upgrade and give her 8 Plus, goodness, to Emma. So Emma's got the 6 Plus. So we're gonna figure out something to do with that, and we've got plans for that. Anyway, that was our online shopping experience, which is not so fun when you're doing it on a mobile phone, when you don't have cell signal, and and there are a ton of potholes and you're trying to juggle everything. It's just...
And it's a little screen.
Yeah, well, like I said, I have felt totally useless this entire trip. Keep right.
I'll do it.
All right, so I will pick you guys up when we get to Bhramari Brewing. We found our brewery. That's it over there, but there's no parking.
No place to park, no parking lot, no parking alongside of this.
That looks like a parking lot there, but we can't get in there.
Blocked off.
Yeah, it's blocked off. This is roped, or this one is designated for handicap parking, and it's just really tight. There's just no parking. That's a garage door. We can't park in front of that. This looks like private parking. We can't park over here. We may have to find another place to have beer and lunch. All right, so we found a place. We actually found a like gravel parking lot, and there's no sign saying we can't park here. But look at the map. We are this blue dot here. Whoops. And so this is the Burial Beer that we were gonna go to. And it's literally walking distance from here, but there's Twin Leaf Brewery, there's Catawba Brewing, there's Wicked Weed just across the street. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but Wicked Weed is just down here at the end of the street. See where it says Funkatorium? Yeah, that's the Wicked Weed. So we're really like that close to several breweries. We need to find one that's open and one that's serving food because I'm a little bit snacky.
We're still here kind of driving around looking for a place to park and to, you know, try one of these breweries. There's lots of different brew pubs. Many of them don't open until 2 o'clock, and there's like no parking. I see employees, you know, like getting out of their cars, taking the last parking space to go in, and it's an hour before they open. We found a place to park, but it's a pay to park, and I don't know who to pay. So it's a little bit odd. I don't know how they're doing, you know, business.
You want to park for an hour?
Yeah, sure. We'll park for an hour.
$2.50.
All right. Who do we pay?
I was able to scan the QR code on the sign.
Oh, okay.
And the parking zone is the big number in black and white.
All right.
So I had to type that in.
And then do you put in our license plate number or something?
I can park either by the hour and the minute or by the day. And then if I park by the hour and the minute, I can choose however many hours and however many minutes.
We'll choose, 75 minutes. How about that?
It won't let me do that.
No.
It says it will let me do it by the minute, but it won't.
But it won't.
It
All
says
right.
0 minutes, and that's the only option. So either an hour or 2 hours. How long do you think we'll be here?
We'll probably be here an hour, maybe 2.
So we had the license plate number, and then the state. Our license plate. Is it on the back?
It's on the back. Yeah.
Then we add our payment.
Of course they want payment.
Yeah. We can scan the card. That's really easy, and it worked.
Yay! Technology, when it works, is great, and when it doesn't, it's ultimately frustrating.
Do you want to get text notifications about your parking session?
So we're gonna leave our car here, and I'm gonna tell it to be well behaved. You be a good vehicle while you're here. Be on your very best behavior.
All right, let's go in. I think we're both starting to get cranky and weird. So I'm not sure what Mom said, but our plans have changed again and again and again. We're at a different place now called, what's it called? Bhramari Brewing?
Right across from Sunshine Sammy's.
Yeah, and they've got food on their menu. They've got beer on their menu. We paid to park. So we're gonna go in because we're starting to get weird, cranky, and hungry, and all of those wonderful things and feelings that go along with all that. So we walked up. They do have parking over there designated for guests, but it looks like it's roped off. And taped under it is a paper sign that says employees only, so I don't think we're supposed to park over here. Anyway, we're outside because we're supposed to order here before they seat us. They do have a sign that says no meanies, no exceptions, no large parties. They do add 15% to all dine-in checks, and they've got their menus over here. Alright, our flights came. I got the Above the Clouds flight, and Mom got the Orville and, what's his name? Orville and Wilbur?
yeah.
Is that what it was? Adventure?
I think these are mixed up. Because I think this is your oh no, isn't that it?
Nope.
No?
The Dreamsicle Cheesecake Sour Stout is the Above the Clouds. The oh no is like a fruit punch berry Weiss, which I think sounds really good too. So, I also ordered a crispy chicken sandwich. We'll see how that is when it gets here. So Mom doesn't like the beer that she got.
Nope.
Are any of them any good?
The one that's the emptiest is the best.
I like all of mine. I just had to fight to find them on the Untapped app, and the chicken sandwich came. This is the Appalachian crispy chicken sandwich.
And it's missing a whole big piece off the end because
it is huge.
I whacked it off with my knife.
It is absolutely massive. Gigantic.
Well, I'm here with the manager, and what a great experience we've had today. And I really appreciate the beers that you have offered us have been terrific today.
Awesome.
And we're going to try to send some folks your way.
Fantastic.
So we've had our lunch, and it was a kind of a light lunch, and some sampler beers, just, you know, the little ones. Yeah, the little ones. And have had a really good experience. I got to check it out inside and actually got to talk to their manager today. We're in a kind of a cool industrial district, and we're going to drive around a little bit and see what else we can explore. And I have a co-host here with me today. There she is. We paid our tabs. None of this was sponsored. What? I said none of this was sponsored. Oh, no. We paid for it all. Yeah. So, you know, the service was fine, the food was fine, but this will be on our done list. All right, let's do a little summary. We ate at, I think it was Bhramari. And we each had a flight, you know, the little samplers.
They were preset flights.
Mine was 15, I think hers was 18.
And they're 4-ounce pours, so they weren't like great big ones.
Yeah.
They were preset flights, so we didn't get to choose. I liked mine.
I did not care for mine. There was one beer on mine that I liked and that I cared for and would have again. There might be other beers on the menu that were better, but the ones in the preset flight, I just only cared for one of them. They were all three of the other, because I had 4. The other 3 were just very sweet, and I'm just not really a lover of the really sweet beers. Our sandwich was huge. I really liked
big crispy chicken sandwich.
And I kind of, there's like a end that was sticking out, and I cut that off and had that first, and it was really delicious. And I thought this is going to be a good sandwich, but they gooped it up with some sweet and sour sauce.
Oh, there was a ton of like goopy sauce and pickles on it. It was just too saucy.
Yeah.
You know how people get mad when you eat pizza with a fork and a knife? I don't want to have to eat a sandwich with a fork and a knife. I want to be able to pick it up in my hands. If it's a sandwich, I should be able to eat it as a handheld.
But there was so much goop on it.
It literally slipped apart in my fingers, in my hands, and like
leaked through to the bottom bun.
The breading on the chicken was just coming off in great big sheets.
Yeah.
It just wasn't good.
No.
The flavor was fine.
But without the goop,
was bad.
Yeah, without the goop, the chicken was excellent. It was tender, it was moist, it was a really well-cooked piece of chicken, but then the goop kind of messed it up.
And the breading was really bland.
Yeah.
There was no seasoning in it.
I went inside, and everybody was polite. Everybody inside was masked, except the people who were seated that were eating. And they have a really nice selection of memorabilia, t-shirts.
You got a couple of stickers.
They have a sticker collection up at the front, and I got a picture of that.
How much are the stickers?
$1 a piece.
$1?
$1.
That's really cheap for stickers like this, because these are really big. And a lot of stickers are $4 and $5 a piece, and I just think that that's
a little bit much. Yeah.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
Well, I would give it, I don't know, a C+. They weren't bad. I don't know that I would go back. There are so many other breweries here in Asheville, and I would come back to Asheville.
Just to do the brewery. We missed it by 1 week. They had a big brew fest last weekend.
Did they really?
1 week, yeah.
Darn. Anyway, I would come back here. I just don't know that I would come back to this specific place because there's so many breweries in town. This one has a parking lot right across the street, which was nice.
A plus.
But you have to pay for parking.
$2.
Yeah, it's just a nuisance.
When there are so many places everywhere where parking is free and parking is available.
And a priority.
Yeah, we're kind of spoiled because, you know, when we went to, what was it we went to the other day?
We went to the Keg Social in Orlando.
And they have free valet parking.
Well, we talked to the manager, or the owner, and the guy at the Keg Social talked about parking, because that was one of the things that I noticed was the parking lot was huge, but the building was gigantic. So there's a lot of opportunities for people to bring their own car and park, and he encourages like designated drivers and also like Ubers and Lyfts and stuff. But I really like when a business knows that I'm gonna visit and I'm gonna have a car, and so I don't like having to worry about where am I gonna park my car. It's not like we're in a gigantic car, we're in a Jeep, okay? This isn't big.
No.
We just need a place to park the car.
This is a regular size vehicle.
So
and not everybody's gonna Uber.
I just appreciate it when businesses expect me to have a car,
A vehicle.
and you know, hey, we're gonna make it available to you. Like,
we want to make it convenient for you to come and give us your money.
something else I noticed about this place. Currently, it seems like COVID protocols have them coming in, or have them have guests, customers come in through the back door. So we had to walk around the building. There's a front door on the front of the building, right on the street, that looks like it's got handicap access. They had us walk around the back, and like there's a tent outside, and you have to order at the tent before they let you sit.
And the other weird thing was that's where the guy was showing up to get the kegs. Did you notice that?
Yeah, we had to
so
walk
you have to
by.
walk right past them. The only parking they have is designated as employee parking.
Yep. I just thought it was really weird because as we were sitting there, and your back was to them, so I don't know if you saw this, but there was a group of people that walked up, and like one of the ladies she had really bad mobility issues, and I just thought this woman is gonna have to walk up a flight of stairs to get to the deck, and I just thought, why don't they have handicap access for, you know, especially like, during COVID? That's just poor.
Well, not just during COVID. This is 2021.
Well,
for
I mean,
crying out loud, this is not 1975.
I think they have handicap access when they're letting people come in through the front door. I just think it's during COVID they're having people go through the back door. Now, I don't know, okay?
That's not right.
I've never been here before. I don't know. It just seemed to me like they made her life difficult, and I didn't appreciate that.
More difficult than her life needs to be.
Well, it's already hard enough. I mean, if you have trouble getting around, you don't need to fall down a bunch of stairs.
Somebody else putting a roadblock in your way.
Right. So, I don't know what we're gonna do next. It's 2 o'clock. We're an hour.
We're gonna hit the road.
We're an hour from Deanna's house, and I really want to go see her.
Yeah, me too.
I think we're just gonna get fuel.
Get on the road.
Yeah, we're gonna get fuel. We're gonna get back on the road, and we'll pick you up when we get to Kingsport to see Deanna.
Yay!
We've got some makeshift shade.
This is kind of nice. We're here in Americana with people mowing their yards, and it smells like grass.
Yep, we've made it to Tennessee.
Beautiful.
I don't remember crossing into Tennessee. I don't remember crossing the state line. We would have updated you, but it was so beautiful. We got some shots of the scenery. The trees are changing color, and it's absolutely beautiful. But we've made it to our friend's house. We're gonna stay here tonight. But I'm gonna turn off the camera, and we'll pick you guys up tomorrow in a different vlog. I just don't feel like now is the time to vlog. Yeah. So you guys will see us in another vlog coming soon on the channel. And I think
more trip.
Yeah, more of the road trip.
More
I think
driving.
We're trying to decide where we want to go tomorrow because we don't really have anything to do.
We've got some things we want to do, but I don't know if we can even get in, you know.
Well, we could change our plans. We could do anything. We could do anything on our way back to Tipton, Missouri. We could do anything, we could take any routes. So we're still trying to make up our minds on that. So I don't know.
We'll decide that this evening.
Yeah, we'll decide that tonight or
tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we'll see. So you guys will see that in the next vlog.